Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Quick question. When was the last time a display ad changed your mind? Now think about the last time a friend told you about something they loved. Different feeling, right? That's how podcast advertising works. A host who's built real trust with their audience talks about your brand in their own words, in their own voice. It doesn't interrupt the experience. It's part of it. With Acast, you can access the world's largest podcast marketplace. Choose the right shows, the right audiences, the right format. Then watch the data tell you it worked. You're not buying impressions. You're buying influence. Learn more by visiting acast.com/advertise.
Good evening, Blues fans, and happy Monday and happy new season, and welcome back to the Tilton Talk show, sponsored by Matter Integration with myself, Paul Hipkiss. Back on a permanent contract, I believe, Mr. Mark Meredith, all the way over from Dallas in the States.
Good evening all, yeah, back and looking forward to it.
We were kind of loaning you for a bit, weren't we? And now we've signed you on a permanent again. You kind of came, then you went, then you came back on loan, and then you went, and now you're back again on a permanent.
big contract talks, but Chris got there in the end, I think. So
yeah,
here to stay.
Yeah.
The one and only wonderful Claire Wilden.
Good evening.
Mr. Tally Jones.
Disappeared.
Mr. Robe Mark Adams with no robe.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all well.
And the one and only Mr. Chris Browne.
Good evening.
We also hope to be joined by Craig Courtney, aka the Tango Man, at some point tonight during the show. He's quite badly sunburnt out there in Cyprus, so he literally arrived, I believe, in the early hours of this morning, so he might be looking a little bit zombified at the same time as well. So hopefully we'll see him at some point during the show. But I just want to start off by some sad news that obviously happened since we were last on in the summer special, and the sad loss of obviously a football icon, Kevin Keegan, during that time. So I just wanted to say, peace, Kevin Keegan, and send all our ultimate love and best wishes to Jasper Carrott's daughter, Lucy Davies, who sadly was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer recently as well. So really sad to hear that, and we send all our love and best wishes on to Lucy, and obviously Jasper and all his family as well during this really difficult time. So on to the obviously affairs at the club since we were last on, and obviously we've had a few games. We played Barcelona at home on the Friday night, didn't we, in a 2-2 draw. Entertaining looking friendly, which I unfortunately missed myself. I had our sales conference at work, but look, from what I saw, like a really entertaining game, followed by then a good 1-0 win away on the road in the League Cup at Swansea, and then followed up on Saturday by a decent away point at Sheffield United. So I think Tally, we're looking solid, aren't we? We're looking like we've got a bit more about us from a defensive point of view. If we can, obviously, as we start to play more, I think they'll get a little bit more settled, won't they, and start to open up defences and create more chances and hopefully punish the opposition more. But I believe it was also on Saturday your daughter's first away game as well, am I right?
It was, yeah. She did tell me to mention it today. She did say, make sure you tell everyone on the show it was my first game. But yeah, no, she loved it. She was asking to go to Swansea one, but I said, look, it's a bit early. And then we got my wife never went to the Sheffield game, so it was a perfect opportunity. But yeah, she loved it. As you say about the defence side of it, they were just both games. It really clicked.
Yeah.
The back five, Beadle included, they look really settled. They look like they've really worked together. They communicate well, and I think the rest will come together eventually. I say eventually. It's the formation, isn't it? It's just he's gone for a complete different formation for the away games by the looks of it, and. We was all a bit shocked about the Paik in the 10 position, Stansfield on the left. It was just a bit unknown for us, wasn't it? But it seems to work. It seems to work for the away games, but hopefully come Bristol game, it's a bit different. Go back to the normal formation.
Yeah, I think, I mean, at the beginning of the game when I saw the lineup, I just had the same old sort of feeling about me. But credit where it's due. We went out there, we did a good job, and really, I don't think you're wrong to come away a little bit disappointed that we didn't win on Saturday at Sheffield. But it's certainly massive progress from the ghost of the past of the last trip to Sheffield United, isn't it, Claire, from last season?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I missed that one. Yeah, I think I agree with Tally. I think defensively we do look more solid. What I noticed is we've got a lot more height at the moment. Everyone seems to have grown, which we needed, to be fair. The only one thing, I can't believe Pake's in there, to be honest. He's the only player that I know that can't have a pre-season but is put in the team. Also, what worries me is that none of the new signings ever seem to start. He always seems to have 2 or 3 weeks with them.
Beds them in, doesn't he? Kind of beds them in.
It would have been nice to kind of, throw Max Bird in. He's had a full pre-season. Throw him in as the 10. I agree with Tally. I think at home you've got to go for it now. I think you've got the solidity away, but again, time will tell. I think first 10 games will show a lot. But to me, Pake is not a 10.
No.
Stano out on the left didn't really get involved in the game. And I think we do need to be stronger in the air, especially, we're launching the ball up, which is great. But we're not winning anything. And then the second balls we were a little bit slow on. But we just need that killer instinct. We just need that anticipation in the box, getting people in there. We just lack that something, that spark. That someone who can unlock the door. Like Prisk was making runs and he wasn't being found. And then who thought Prisk could do a long throw as well? The return of Roberts. We were all in
that was a shock.
When we told him when also need to come
Yeah, definitely.
But again, I just think that there's something missing, and it was nice. It was nice for an away game to come away. I totally agree with you, Paul, that we were disappointed. We didn't get anything from the game. They were there for the taking, and it's a shame that we couldn't, in the last 10-15 minutes, really go for it and make those changes earlier. You could tell we were tiring. They brought on their 5 subs and it galvanised them. All of a sudden, the crowd got behind them. They were silent. You couldn't even hear them the whole game. We were loud. But I'll take a point. I would have taken a point beforehand, but I think there's still work to be done. And for me, on Saturday, you've got to have Stano in the 10. You've got to play 2 up top. Prisk needs someone around him, buzzing around him. You need a bit of pace in the side as well. But I'm happy with the point.
So does Iwata come out of your lineup on Saturday for Pake to drop back, or does Pake?
Yeah, I think Iwata with the ball was quite slow, and his passing wasn't great. I'd love to have known his actual passing accuracy on Saturday.
He doesn't make a tackle, does he?
Yeah, Pate looks well off the pace. You can tell he hasn't had a pre-season. When he played against Swansea, we were all in shock, and he was about 2 seconds behind everybody. And I just think that you can't have them. To me, if you're going for playoffs, you can't have them in the same team.
No, I agree.
You can't play them in the same team. And I think Pake is better than Iwata. Iwata to me would be someone you bring on for solidity, for, if you need a right back, if you need a centre back, if you need a centre mid. But you can't start both of them anymore. We're not paying all these millions. And can I just say, Beadle had a fantastic 2 games, by the way. And Solis, you said, Paul, he's going to be worth a lot of money to this football club. Because it was exceptional. And Bright was brilliant. And I know my love for Laird, but at the moment, Bright is earning his place at right back.
100%.
I agree.
It's good to see players that have been here now for a little while improving as well. Obviously, Bright being an example. I've not been his biggest fan. I'll hold my hands up and say it all along. But Beadle, that save was massive on Saturday because we come away 1-0 defeat, don't we? If he doesn't make it, so that was massive as well. And obviously against Barcelona as well, he saved the penalties. I know he could have done better for the one goal when he parried it back out, but he certainly made up for that, didn't he? In that. And then at Swansea, did he have any big saves at Swansea? Sorry, I'm trying to remember.
He made it down.
Yeah, he had the double one, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, good one to low down to his left.
Double set.
Yeah. So no, he's made some big saves, and he's had a good start to the season. So long may that continue. And I think it's going to help him having a solid back four in front of him as well. Now, another player that I want to shout out alongside Asai Samuel is massively improving. Is Neumann as well at the back next to Clara. Yeah. I genuinely don't think there's much between them now, them two, Clara and Neumann.
No, I don't. I totally agree.
And I was a bit gutted when Wagner went back to the States, to be honest. Kai Wagner, obviously. And Cochrane's come in and filled that gap, no problem, has he? And done really well. And I thought he played well on Saturday as well. And we just need somebody on the end of them crosses, don't we, Mark Meredith? I mean, he put two or three lovely crosses in, and you just need that attack-minded player on the end of it, don't you? Making them runs, in the perfect timing. And I thought Paik had the one. I thought that was it. We're going to score here now. He's going to head this in, but he just mistimed his run slightly, didn't he?
Yeah, he probably should have scored, to be honest, on that one. But you're right. Yeah, we just need somebody in there, target guy, to get on with it, because Cochrane's crosses are getting better and better each week, aren't they? And he puts in, as you said, 3 or 4 really good ones, and so hopefully we'll start connecting on the end of them and getting some goals from it. But I'm with all of you when I said I was a little shocked when I seen the team Saturday. But to be fair, I think even though Paik lined up as a 10, I think naturally he dropped into that 8 position, and defensively away from home, I didn't think it was too bad. I think, we talk about Stansfield being in the 10, but I think Paik gives you a lot more when you are away from home, especially first game of the season as well, when you're trying to keep it a little tight. Yeah. So, I thought it was a risk maybe of Davis to do it, but I mean, it worked. I think we got a good point away from home. If I'm picking Saturday's team, then it's totally different. I'd certainly be having a more attacking mind in the 10. Probably bringing in, Gray or Roberts, and then dropping Stansfield back in there, or like Claire said, putting Stansfield next to Prisk. But yeah, I think for an away game, especially first game early on in the season, I don't think it was a bad thing. And we all talk about Paik not really having a pre-season, but to be fair to him, he played all summer in the World Cup, and then had a breather when everybody else came back. So he has played, and I didn't think he had too much of a bad game. Totally agreed. Solis was all over the pitch. Unbelievable. Just covered every grass. And Samuel had a fantastic game, man of the match from me. And then, personally, to see Max come on and wear the Birmingham shirt again was awesome as well. So, I'm excited now to move on to Saturday.
Yeah, I think I do rate Paik as a player. I think he's a top player, but only from a deeper position. Like, if he's next to... you don't need Solis and Iwata, really, if we're going to show ambition to win games, especially at home as well. If we were at home, I'll be surprised if he does it at home, to be honest. I don't think he needs Paik and Iwata, Solis and Iwata at home. You have Solis and Paik, and then the number 10, as you say, ahead of him, which possibly could be Stansfield, who's not a number 10, by the way. Yeah. I'd like to see him as a front pairing together. A
bit of a 4-4-2.
100%. Yeah.
Give it a go, see if it works.
I honestly I'd love to see him try it, but I don't think he will he? He obviously likes the 4-2-3-1, and at the end of the day, if it gets results, we're all about getting results, winning games, and if it does work, if he does get us results the way he plays, then we can't argue, can we? No matter how we perform in the games, as long as we get the 3 points when the final whistle blows, that's all that matters. But a point on the road at Sheffield United is a respectable start, and I think there was encouraging signs in the game. But for me, John Solis just looks a level above. He really does. He looks absolutely outstanding, and really could go on. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but he could really go on to be like whatever he wants to be, because he's got everything, hasn't he? Really, to think he's only 21 as well. He's an absolute find for us, and I just love to see us now get someone in of that quality. That we've never heard of again, really. Who'd ever heard of John Solis like a year ago?
I hadn't, no.
I'd love to see us do exactly that with a number 10 now, and get a number 10 in from somewhere that's going to be the difference maker, creating chances, scoring goals, getting on the end of crosses. You know, if I could bring any player back from the past to put there behind Priska, apart from Jude Bellingham, who's the obvious shout, but I'm being realistic. If he was 25 now, would probably be Brian Hughes.
He'd be perfect, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
Brian Hughes, Jonathan Hunt, them sort of players, just playmakers.
That's exactly what we need. We need that ball playing. We need that ball playing number 10 and not the 9.5.
I agree.
Yeah. But Robe,
I mean,
you went to the Barca game, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the Barca game. It was a good night. Can't really read too much into a friendly, can you? Really, but it was a good night. It was nice to have the amusement of playing Barcelona. It was just nice to look up at the scoreboard and see the Barca badge, to be honest.
Yeah.
And to score against them. So I mean that sort of set the tone a little bit. I mean, I think this sort of pre-season excitement's been a bit flat, hasn't it? Yeah. But as soon as the game's been coming up, you start to get the old juices flowing again. But I mean, going back to Saturday, I think it was solid. It wasn't spectacular, but it was solid. And like you said, Paul, we'd take a draw any day at Bramall Lane. I think Vicente showed flashes as well. What he can do, his good form will come as the games go on. I thought Clara was excellent. I mean, I'm not Beadle's biggest fan, but fair play to him. I hope he shuts people up this season because he's looked. I think didn't we say on the group chat he looks like he's bulked out a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was just more up for signing a permanent goalkeeper to grow.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like developing other clubs' players.
No.
You know, I just don't see us as that club anymore.
No, I'd like to sign a permanent goalie. Yeah, I think the lad at Bristol City, Vitek, would have been a good one.
Yeah, it's one of the most important positions on the field. So I just wanted us to spend on a goalkeeper to grow with us. You know what I mean? But it could be Weasley's well done though if it's a loan and it frees up the cash for other positions, like it has done. I suppose if you offered me John Solis and a lone goalkeeper instead of obviously no John Solis and a permanent goalkeeper, I probably would have gone for the lone goalkeeper. So when you look at it that way, it's probably a good move. But sorry, Rob, carry on.
No, I was going to say, going back to like we said, like Claire said about Prisk's throw-ins. I mean, who saw that coming? To be honest, though, I must admit, I'm not a fan of a lone striker taking all our throw-ins. I'd rather him be in the box. I mean,
we almost want him to throw it when he's thrown it. We want him to leg it in the box and
go and get it himself.
He's got a good couple of targets to hit though, hasn't he? With Neumann, you know, they're all a big. Max Bird's 6 foot, isn't he? You know, when they're all on there, it's going to be a really big side.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, I was talking about it to my dad earlier, and he was saying that the thing is that they're stood in one place. It'll be nice to see somebody run towards it. So it's lovely doing the throw, but they're just stood there kind of headering it, and you got them trying to get up and then the defender trying to pull them down. It's really difficult, isn't it, for them to like get something on it? But we did notice the set pieces were a lot different. Just need Pate to not hit the first man.
Claire, I believe that sadly there was an emergency in the crowd on Saturday. And I don't know if we've had any updates on how that person is, but obviously tell us more because I know you was involved in helping them.
Yeah, there was one of our fans collapsed. Fair play to Stacey, who we know as well, who normally goes with Lindsay. She was fantastic. There was another girl as well that was helping. We got them into recovery, and then we managed, I think, Allsop ran from the middle as well.
I still heard about that.
Help out.
Brought the stretcher over, didn't they?
They managed to get him on the chair. I've heard he's okay. Well, when he left, he was awake and everything. But
good.
I do think that stewards do need a little bit more first aid training. I mean, I'm not like 100% first aid trained, but I know how to put someone in recovery and simple.
Basic.
Basic. So I do think that, it took a little bit more time than we wanted. It felt like, it's the away end. They're making something out of nothing. But, it was a nice to see. So we wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll be at an away game soon.
Absolutely. Yeah. So speedy recovery to that person. From all.
Also, Claire, well done for inventing a new word, headering.
Headering.
Didn't you say headering? Headering the ball?
What?
That's not a real word, is it?
Headering? Header? Headering?
That's what you said, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not at work at the moment, so any words that come out of my mouth are probably not in English.
It sounds
I'm on
great.
holiday.
This is my few weeks, so I can
Drinking
talk
at
however
Yeah,
I
I like it. I like it.
Doing the ball.
She might even throw the odd swear word in.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to do that. only when I'm in the stands.
Yeah.
Nearly as good as that was nearly as good as my unbelievable word I invented, wasn't it?
Yeah, headering.
It's
Is
unbelievable.
that not even a word? Oh my god.
I think it is, you know.
I think
It's
it is.
not a word.
I'm going to co-pilot it. I'm going to ask.
Google it.
I think you'll be surprised.
No way. Headed. It's header or headed the ball.
Headering.
Headering the ball.
Well, I'm going to co-pilot it now.
I don't believe
Anyway.
that.
We got any good early questions or comments coming in, Chris, on the shout box?
Oh, well, I've not been able to keep up because I think there's 866 people online at the moment. So
They've obviously missed us, everyone. So thank you for
I've got
joining.
I'll pick out a few. All we need is a class goal scorer, and we have him. Pake and what's to slow our game down, so they need dropping, says Anthony Powell. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that template needs to be split up a little bit more.
Bright seems fitter and leaner, says Fraser.
100%.
Pake on the bench and get Bird on instead, says Alfie James.
Well, that's what he's been
Sam-
brought in for, isn't it? Yeah.
Every time I hear bird, I nearly burst into song. Bird is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vincent was class again. He always gives his all. I think Pake was surprised that cross got to him, should have anticipated it and scored, says Ray. Yeah, there's just hundreds, Paul. Hundreds and hundreds.
Chris, it's technically a word.
No
Not
way.
standard and widely accepted, but it is still a word.
It's not a word. It's not in the Oxford Dictionary. Is it
Widely accepted.
It's not in the Oxford Dictionary. No way.
I can confirm that bird is a word.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on.
Like it,
I want
like
to welcome all our new signings, obviously, that we've signed as well since we were last on. So obviously Max Bird being one of them, and then we signed Luis Vasquez and Christopher Lund as well. So yeah, it's not been a bad window. I think we spent just under 13 million, I think, if memory serves. So, you know, a couple of outgoings as well with Kai Wagner going back to Philadelphia, was it? Sorry.
Yeah, Philly, yeah.
So he's gone back to Philadelphia
And scored on his debut.
Yeah, and also since we were last on, Craig Gardner obviously took the decision to step down as technical director. So I want to wish Craig all the best and thank him for everything that he's done for the club. I mean, as a player, obviously he goes down in history as a legend, but also as a member of staff as well off the field, he goes down in history as a legend because obviously without him, we wouldn't have had this takeover, would we, United? So, you know, Craig, if you do hear this at any point, mate, then all the best for what comes next for you, mate, and thank you for all your efforts and services for our great club. And I'm sure we'll see him at St Andrews, won't we, at some point? Surely he'll be back in a fan capacity, just like the one and only Jude Bellingham was against Barcelona as well, Rob, I believe.
Yeah, it was nice to see him, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling he'd be there, to be honest, because I've been stalking him for weeks.
Was you stood there with your pen and shirt waiting for him to sign it?
No, unfortunately. But no, it was good to see him, wasn't it? It was nice to see him at the cricket as well, the day after.
Yeah.
I think he's just brought a house in Alf Church, hasn't he, or something? Or he's just developing a house at 193, I think it is.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you know, hopefully one day he'll be back, and I think he will. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he will
be back. And well done, Blues, because I think you managed to sell a lot of shirts after he wore it. So that was a great bit of revenue making.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
the shop was full after the game, wasn't it?
I was going to say at the Barcelona friendly, there's a lot of Barcelona fans who are from anywhere but Barca. I think it's the first ever game for some. I mean, some just didn't have a clue where they were, what they're doing.
Yeah, a bit like Villa fans, isn't it? Yeah, from Lichfield.
I want to say welcome back to Darren Carter as well, who's come back to the club as the new loans manager. So it's good to see Darren back in and amongst it in the club as well. And then also Scott Sellers as well, who I remember I remember him playing for Newcastle and Bolton back in the day.
Newcastle,
as well. Yeah.
Is that a job that was invented, loans manager?
Martin O'Connor did it before, didn't he? What I believe they do, and anyone here could probably correct me if I'm wrong here, especially you, Mark Meredith, but my understanding of the role is that they sort of nurture and find clubs for academy players to go out on loan, or any first team players that might need to go out on loan, and then they go and watch them, don't they, and sort of help them through it. Is that right?
Yeah, just the communication piece between the club and the player, and as well as getting loans in. If we get loans in, it's the communication between them and their parent club, is my understanding.
Okay, yeah, no problem. And obviously Scott Sellers is the pathway to professional under-21s coach. Do you know much about that role, Mark Meredith?
I think because they changed the academy around a little bit now, haven't they, through the years. So instead of now just trying to release players at 18, they give them a little bit more of an option of these 1-year deals, and so that pathway is just is bridging what we call the 21s, which is really the reserves, with the academy scholars, and so we can try to get them, to continue to play a little bit longer. So a lot of clubs are going down that route now, and obviously a lot of people have taken away their reserve teams now for their U23, 21s, whatever you want to call it, and the fact that you can have 6 of the senior players play down as well, so you can still have that involvement all through the club.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I want to know who's our headering coach?
Juki.
Yeah, definitely Juki. 100%.
Claire now.
Word of the TTS word, I'm making them up.
Well, it says there's no such thing on my Google.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we thought it was a word, so there we go.
I want to wish Kyogo
I
all
won't
the
say
best.
it again. I'm not going to talk about heading.
Didn't work out for him here, but want to wish Kyogo all the best at LA Galaxy as well. I'm sure he'll score goals for them. You might have told me he scored already, Mark Meredith.
No, I don't think he has yet. I watched him on his debut against FC Dallas. He came on off the bench for the last 30 minutes, didn't do really much, and I haven't seen anything of him since then, honestly.
Okay, yeah. It's a shame it never worked out for him here, because there was parts of his game I liked, but just unfortunately it never happened for him in front of goal, did it?
No.
But the amount of times that, we've seen him making different runs and we just didn't pick him out as well. My memory goes back to Blackburn a year ago yesterday, and I remember him making a few great diag runs in the game, and we didn't pick him out, and then we took him off, brought Dykes on, he makes the diag run for the winner, and he gets picked out, which was wonderful. But I'm thinking, like, Kyogo did that all game. And he didn't get a single pass, but I just think he was maybe a little bit lightweight as well for this league, wasn't he, Tally?
Yeah. I think we got him injured as well, didn't we? So he required that shoulder operation pretty much as soon as he landed at St Andrews. So I think we were really pushing it, trying to get him to get through a full season. But I really thought after Portugal we might give him a chance, but I suppose it works for everyone, doesn't it? He goes, he gets a bit of football somewhere else, and we can bring someone else in that hopefully will put it in the net.
Yeah. Now, off the field, obviously, we've had a good update video from Jeremy Dale recently as well, where he was talking to, I think it's Richie Driss, isn't it, from Blues TV?
Blue Rise.
Blue Rising, that's right, yeah. So I thought that was a good interview, to be fair, and he asked pretty much every question that we would want to ask as fans. And then also, it was good to get an update on Tom Wagner's progress as well, wasn't it? And good to hear that he is making a good recovery. And from the way he was talking, it didn't sound to me like we shouldn't be waiting, hopefully, too much longer to see him back at St Andrews, which will be an emotional day, won't it, when Tom Wagner walks back out, hopefully on the pitch to greet us. It's going to be a special moment, isn't it, Claire?
Yeah, I think the whole club needs it at the moment. I think that we haven't been the same without him, so fingers crossed it'll be sooner rather than later.
100%, yeah. And then also we had, I believe, an evening in the fan zone, didn't we, for Platinum and Platinum Plus members. Claire and Tally, I believe you were both there, so fill us in on that a little bit, because obviously it didn't go out on video, did it? So what can you tell us about that evening?
It was short but sweet, wasn't it, Tally, to be fair?
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost my thing. I
thought you fainted then.
It was,
Thought you
it was exciting.
Cracking the header in.
So what happened is we all got a free drink from the club, and then Chris Davis, I think Clara, Fry, Stano, Gray. Have I missed anyone, Tally?
Priska
were there as well. So they said a few things about the season.
Yeah.
And then we could go up and get pictures, sign things, and ask them questions as well. So I asked Chris Davis about the mentality away from home and how he was going to change it this season, and how we're going to get results away from home as well. So he said that at the end of last season, he started to change the way we played away from home.
Yeah.
And I said that obviously playing out from the back doesn't really work and we can't really do it. And he agreed. And that's why we're booting it forward a little bit more to get on the end of it as well. So you can see what he's trying to do. You can tell that they're changing it because they can see it's something that we can try to do a bit more. I think at home we can play out from the back a little bit more, but away they're going to try and do things like the basics right, I think. Which, to be fair, the last 2 games
he's done it, hasn't he?
We have seen a difference. So and they just thanked us all really for our support.
Yeah. Now Sam Mullet,
I think he was quite.
Sorry, Tom. Go on, mate. Go on.
Now, with Chris Davis, what he turned around and said, which kind of, I think everyone there was really shocked that he was so honest about it. He said, "Look, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys travelling home from some of the games didn't have any nice words to say about me." He says, and some of the performances, but you've got to be honest. He says, and we took it on board, and that's why we've organised tonight to give a bit of a thank you and to explain to you that every time we wear the shirt, the players, the coaching staff, it means a lot to us. You know what I mean? We really are trying our hardest, and we're going to push forward this season to make a big difference, especially on the the away days, the away form, because everyone knows the home form was good. It's better, a hell of a lot better than the away form. And like Claire said, a few people asked the question, "Look, what are you going to change? Have a plan B as such." And he pretty much nodded, didn't he, and said that he's got something up his sleeve. So what we've seen Swansea and Sheffield so far is direct football, no messing about at the back, solid defenders. When they get the ball, they look for the pass in the middle, and you can see that he's already changed it. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It continues that way.
Yeah. Now, obviously, just going back on Sam Mullet's comment there, what he's mentioned about Roberts, we can't get a number 10 at the moment for love or money. We haven't got a number 10 for love or money. I can only think of Fuimoto that I believe is a genuine number 10 in the squad, in the whole squad. But what we do have is two really good right wingers, and Patrick Roberts. He's just far too good not to be playing at this level. And obviously Vicente, great signing as well, another really good player. But I do think that it is a headache, surely, for Davies, with having those two that are so good in that position. And we've all said it a million times that why wouldn't he try Roberts in the 10? Because he's obviously can thread a pass. But yeah, what Sam said here is it's concerning that Roberts isn't getting any minutes. Only player to break a defence. Am I missing something? I think that's a good point. I think it's a discussion topic on its own. Mark Meredith, what do you think? I mean, what would you do with this dilemma of the 2 right wingers we've got? And would you be tempted to try Roberts or even Vicente in the 10?
Yeah, no, I would. I certainly put Roberts in there and give him a try. He just seems out of favour, doesn't he? And I know there's rumours about him being in that stuff with Ducks and stuff like that, but nobody really knows. It's all word of mouth there. But I think for me, is like you said, he's a quality player and should be around the team. Yeah. But it is difficult when you have got 2 players that are very, very good players. It is difficult. You've got to pick one, obviously, and he's fit Valencia. But what shocked me on Saturday was when he brought Laird on in the wing and left Roberts sitting on the bench. And so that questions a little bit to what Roberts has done, unless he wanted to go a little bit more defensively at the end. I don't know. But I mean, it's a strange one. It wouldn't surprise me if Roberts doesn't get a move before the transfer window closes, though, honestly, with Blackburn sniffing around, and I'm sure a few other clubs when they hear if he is up for sale. So we'll see on that one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, on Saturday, on Gillette Soccer Saturday on Sky Sports, I saw a video of Clinton Morrison and Jay Stansfield and Vicente himself as well, and a couple of the women's squad as well, basically with the Blues Foundation. So basically a power power chair program giving disabled athletes the chance to represent Birmingham City, and they
saw that. Yeah,
it's just
interesting, brilliant.
Just absolutely fantastic, isn't it, Chris?
He had a go, didn't he, as well? I saw Stano having a go on it.
Yeah.
It does look good, yeah.
And they've donated some of their bonuses, haven't they, towards it as well?
Which is
funded for the wheelchairs.
Oh, that's good.
I think it was a six-figure sum, I think.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money to put into it, yeah.
So I just want to say well done to everyone involved there from the club, because it's just absolutely fantastic. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's good. Well, it's good.
And, what they do as well, you know, it doesn't look easy, you know. So well done to every single one of them that's good at that, because I wouldn't fancy myself at all. I think I'd be useless at it.
That's right.
So
no, it didn't look easy, did it?
No, not at all. But no, well done to everyone involved there, and keep up the good work, guys, in the foundation as well. So I just wanted to give everyone's, with the shirt that you're wearing, Mark Meredith, you reminded me as well, happy 54th birthday to Stan Lazaridis, the one and only Stanley for yesterday as well, I believe it was. So probably my favourite ever Blues player, to be honest, and he was
him on the left now, couldn't we?
It's exactly what we needed, and it's had him and Brian Hughes from that team.
Definitely.
If I could turn back time, as Cher once famously said. Has Robe gone again?
It's gone again, yeah. I saw it slowly breaking up, and then he went into full breakdown.
It's all right.
Do you see that, Paul? Do you see that player we was discussing earlier on? England man Blue Nose 7356 has mentioned him. His name's Anis Mieti from Ipswich. He's an Algerian left-sided winger. 12 goals, 5 assists last season.
What?
He also plays as a number 10 as well. I think he's rated at 12 to 15 million, and we're looking to get him on loan. That's what's come on social media earlier, and that's what he's mentioned on the side.
Yeah, we need to get some.
That sounds like a good option.
Our midfield is getting stronger, but he's got some headaches there as well now, hasn't he? Because he's bought Max in this week, and then he's got Solis and Peake and Awata and Taylor Gardner-Hickman when he's fit, and there's a whole bunch of players. Not saying that
What would you say Max's best position is? Because obviously you've got a bit of history. What's his best position? An 8 or a 10, or is he more defensive? Is he more attacking?
Probably an 8. He does both. To be honest, he can break the ball up, but he's also can pass the ball, and he can score goals. You've seen him score a few goals with Derby and Bristol. But for me, he's probably an 8. Really, I wouldn't mind him.
He's fast passing, isn't he?
Yeah. He's smart with the ball for sure. Very smart kid.
For me, he's the replacement. Not replacement, but I think I don't know. I've never been fully sold on Peake. I like him, good player, clearly a good player, but I've said from the beginning we need his replacement. We need someone there that when Peake, he hasn't had the shoulder injury, so there is a potential that he's going to go down at some stage of the season with a shoulder injury again. That's where Max comes in. And takes that, solidifies that position. Him and Solis in the middle, with utility player Mr. Iwata on the bench.
My worry is, Tally, that he puts Iwata right back then because he didn't want to put him out of the team, Yeah. And so at some point
you can't with the way Bright's playing. You can't. And look at his replacement, Laird.
No, 100%. And I think that's the thing. He's going to have to make a decision at some point of when he brings those two players out of the team, and he.
Yeah, don't talk about shoulder injuries, Tally. Not after what happened to me on Friday night.
Oh yeah, you got a bad shoulder.
Well, explain then. Go on.
So my daughter, it's eased off a lot actually. My daughter asked me to open a tight bottle of pop on Friday evening, and we've got too much. And I'm telling you, it was really tight, and we've got too much pride, haven't we, us men, to not give it back until it's opened. Yeah. So I had to get a dry tea towel. I'll give it every single bit of manpower I got. I obviously opened it, but at the same time, I basically pinched and bruised the tendon and jarred the shoulder, creating a tendonitis. That is exactly what I'm reading it off here. Exactly what my chiropractor told me I'd done, and the pain on Saturday was incredible. But it was just like I'd woken up the next morning. It was like I'd woken up the next morning and someone had flicked a switch or something. I'm not saying it's completely gone; it's still sore. But I've gone from like a 9 out of 10 pain down to about a sort of 5 or 4.5. So it was obviously, thank God, a short-term thing, because I literally couldn't sit in any position without being in agony on Saturday. So I was literally making like more than, even when I was watching the game, I was making sounds when nothing was going on. But yeah,
most importantly, did you get the lid? Did you get the lid off?
Of course.
Of course.
There you go.
Of course I did.
It was all worth it in the end, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Everyone was happy.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I want to ask everyone to grade our kits home and away out of 10. Me and Tally have got the homes on.
Yep.
So Tally, I'll start with you. Out of 10 home and out of 10 away.
Do you keep hearing podcast ads, like this one, for example, but always wonder how you actually get involved with them for your own brand or organization? Well, it's easier than you think. We're Acast, and we give you the platform to do it all yourself. Browse thousands of popular podcasts, choose the shows that match your perfect audience, set your budget, and launch. And if you want a hand, our podcast specialists are there to help you launch with confidence. This is podcast advertising without barriers. Get started at acast.com/advertise.
Home, bland. I can only explain it as bland.
Yeah.
I like the only time I've really looked at it and gone, oh, it looks the part is Barcelona, because you can see the white trim on the back with the numbers and that. But out of 10 for the home, I'm giving it a 6, and then I'd say the away. In the flesh, when I saw the obviously the media side of it, I thought it looked like a custard colour, and I thought there might be some meaning, custard factory, all that daft thing, don't you? You think you want to link it, but buying it, wearing it, I quite like it. So I'm going from an 8 to a 9 on that one. So I'm reserve judgment on this third one. I'm hearing that potentially it could be black with pink. So
you could be onto something. You could be onto something there. You could be onto something there. We bought out a custard coloured shirt and then signed Bird as well.
They're definitely. You know what Ollie said? Ollie said exactly the same. They missed the trick with that one.
The fact that the admin didn't have the Bird is the word though as the intro music to his signing.
Yeah.
Or the birdie song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be great.
Brilliant. Coming on with the t-shirt with the yellow shirt on. It would look brilliant. That would have.
Yeah, every time he scores, that'd be great.
That's going to be his chance, isn't it? The away games.
Yeah.
Claire, what about you? What are your ratings of the home and away shirts?
Well, I've still brought them both, and I'm sure everybody else has brought them both. I mean, I like the training top, hence why I've got it on. I'm glad that there's not a lot of white on it. So the home, I don't mind the home. I actually think it's growing on me. When I first saw it, I was like, it's a training top with added extras. So I think it's like a 6.5 to 7. The away top, I love yellow. I can't not buy it if it's yellow. I bought every single other yellow. But the material is horrendous. So it's really thin. It's like a training top material. So, when you get like the training tops that have a different material. So like the one I'm wearing now, it's like literally see-through. And with yellow, it's not great for women for it to be see-through.
Right.
I love the colour.
I quite like it.
It's like a 9.
Yeah, we'll have to look closer next time.
Yeah. But for the wearability, it's probably a 6. So, but I mean, I still brought it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I would say like an 8. But let's see what the away, the third is. But I do hope that I like to be a bit more unique. I feel like they're missing a trick here. With like even the Chelsea with like the badges kind of within it, or just something a little bit different than
design. Design's the word. I think it lacks both of them.
It's like the football, isn't it? We're just missing something.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel bespoke to us, does it? It just feels like they've mocked it up from a training top or just a
template. Yeah, it's a template.
Oh,
it's a template.
You could probably go in Sports Direct and just buy this plain.
I honestly thought they would do something, carry on with the penguin theme. I did, but
yeah. I do honestly think that I'd love to see Adidas come back as our kit suppliers, because them shirts that we have from sort of 16, 17 up to 2020 were really nice, you know. So that's what I'd like to see back. I mean, I think back to the shirt that Jude Bellingham played in, and you know the one under Gary Monk as well, where we had like the white across the top and the blue. If you remember that season, that's the one. Yeah. How does that feel compared to the one you're wearing, Tally, quality wise?
Million times better.
Yeah.
You feel like you've got, like I said earlier on, you feel like this is £65 worth of very poor material. Yeah. That as soon as you walk past something, you'll get a pull on it and it will just look old.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't feel that way about putting your shirt on. They can, because they're wearing them for 90 minutes a game. You know, go to the kit man, they get a brand new one next time. Yeah. We're investing good money in these things. You want them to be a bit more. I wouldn't even mind, like the American football, you get a match one, you get the next day. They have different levels. You can buy different levels. And you know what I mean? The quality levels go up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. But that's coming from someone who buys all the tops, so.
Yeah. I'm going a little bit.
What's everybody's favourite away top?
Whatever.
Away top.
And more, yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
And to wear as well, and to wear.
I like the yellow Europa one from a few years ago.
Yeah.
I love the 2002 Phones for You black one.
Yeah.
The opposite to what Mark Meredith's wearing there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a nice one, that was, yeah.
Well, get one out in 2 secs.
I like the red 97-98 away one as well, if you remember that one. The old auto windscreens.
Yeah.
I just can see Marcelo scoring at the baggies in it to make it 3-0, I think it was.
Yeah.
Andy Bowler and Unlove ripped them apart, didn't they? Do you remember that? Yeah. That was a nice trip.
I can remember the yellow stripy one as from going way back 80.
Yeah.
That was a nice one.
The little thin stripes. The little thin 93 on it.
Yeah, that was quite smart.
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite yellow one, but I do love the one that Jude played in. That's a nice one, Tally, yeah. Wasn't that a third shirt, though?
Only wore it against Leeds, Coca-Cola.
In the Coca-Cola,
yeah. I mean, I'm going to go slightly lower on the home tally. I think 5.5 for the home from me. Yeah. And slightly higher on the away. I think maybe 6.5 on the away shirt as well. And it's not just because of the way it looks; it's the quality as well, like you say. You know, it just doesn't have that feel to it, does it? Where it's bespoke to us, and the same sort of. You know, it doesn't weigh as much weight on your back, does it, as like the Adidas ones did? When you think back, like you say, you've just picked up that Adidas one. It feels totally different level to what you're wearing. But Mark Meredith, what about you?
Yeah, I'm about probably 6 or 7 on both. And it's again, I love the colours.
Yeah.
We've gone back to the traditional blue with a little bit of white on the home, and then yellow. I do just love the bright yellow. But again, I don't really buy them now here. But I mean, quality-wise, doesn't really looks cheap material. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm waiting to see what the third one looks like. But I certainly am glad of the yellow away kit, and I like the fact that it's not got a collar either. I'm not big on the collars too much, to be honest. With the home one looks like a polo shirt to me, especially if you don't have the sponsor on. If you don't have the sponsor on it as well, like the kids are not allowed to have the betting sponsor on there. There you go. Then it's like a polo t-shirt.
Yeah, it is. It's just like a training top, isn't it, without the sponsor?
Is that the bloke who used to do the antique show on there? What's his name?
Who's that there?
David Dickinson.
You're not driving, are you, Craig?
No, I get to see my brother's car instead, so I've just nipped out the restaurant. So welcome all, welcome back.
Welcome back to the show, Craig. Are you doing? You all right? We've gone over all the games. We've gone over 3 games: Barcelona, Swansea, and obviously Sheffield United on Saturday. So, give us your quick run over them. And other than that, we've just been chatting in general about various transfers and updates across the club. And now we're just grading the home and away shirts. But give us the floor is yours on that. And also, while you're at it, give us any updates on the women's team as well, please.
Yeah. So, firstly, Barca game. Typical friendly, but nice to see. I think for me, some flowing play, especially when it came to going forwards. I think for the two games, I was lucky enough to watch them both. I liked the fact. I think the second half against Swansea, very attacking team. Love to see them coming forwards and having a go. And then Sheffield, I think, as you guys have probably said already, we were just lacking that person that could put the ball away. And I think that to me now is the key position. If we get somebody that's, I said it on WM afterwards, we need somebody that's dirty, that's horrible, and no defence wants to play against. And if you get that type of player into the club, we're going to be in, I feel, a really good position. The thing I liked about Saturday especially was the defence, and I hope I don't put a curse on this, but they seemed impenetrable. Nobody could get past them. It was like watching Daesh of old when I was looking at Clara. He'd absolutely head anything and not allow anybody to get past him. And Neumann, I thought, was absolutely fantastic at kind of sweeping up afterwards and just making sure that there was no attacks that could give us, the damage. I thought Asai Samuel, for me, was by far the best player. He was my man of the match, and I thought, it was nice to see that. But overall, it's pleasant. It's early doors, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, we've only played one league game. The League Cup was just a glorified friendly. That's the way I kind of see it. Be a test against Brentford. However, I believe that we can still get a result, and we look forward now to getting it at 12:30. But hey, we have to live with the TV. But I mean, you're talking about the shirts, the home shirt, plain basic. I think we've been calling out for it for a while, just to be blue and white. That's nice, but I would like to have seen a little bit more personalisation to it, just something that made it stand out as being Blues. Yeah. I suppose if there's one thing that I'd love to see, the England kit had the 3 lions in the material. I'd love to see if we could ever do it. And the yellow kit, well, I wasn't a fan to start off with, but the more people I've seen wearing it now, the more it's made me realise actually that's pretty cool, and no doubt be purchased at the
you're losing your connection, and you're dropping in and out, Craig.
In terms of the ladies,
go on, carry on.
In terms of the ladies,
we're hearing Aidan, Craig.
I'm borrowing it off you, mate. That's why the batteries are low. The ladies really, pre-season. It's the ladies pre-season, so they've had a couple of games which they've done well in. So out in Spain, they won their game when they were out there, and 4-0 win against Bristol is their last pre-season game. So looking good. Some great signings, young, eager players that I think are going to help us in the WSL. But, I think we all be realistic. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. But looking forward to that first game. Just a shame, and I know it's completely out of the club's control here, but what a shame that the fixtures come out in such a way that we're playing Manchester City away from home, where lots of people would want to travel, and instead, no, because they'll be at home for the men's game, and same for Chelsea as well. So a little bit frustrating from that particular front. But what I like is that the kickoff times fall in line with the men's game, so it's like you can watch one, then the other. And same really for Chelsea as well. It'll be the Wolves game followed by the ladies game. So let's hope that we can get some more support around those. But I think Amy is building a nice, young, eager squad that's going to be out to impress. And I'm looking forward to it. I think when the season ticket comes through, I think the excitement will build that little bit more. But look, to be the best, you've got to go out and beat the best, and that's where we've got to kind of look at it. This is the first stage of a major stepping stone from the women's point of view now. we want to get back to where we were those years when we had, Champions League football, winning the FA Cup. We want to be back there, and that's hopefully what we'll be able to do.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to see as well. So what would your gradings be then out of 10, Craig, for the home and away shirts?
I think from a home shirt, I'd probably give it a 7. I like the style. It just needs that little bit more. The away shirt actually gets out a little bit higher, so I'd give the away shirt an 8 because I really like the fact that it's just plain and it's back to the yellow and blue. I think if we do come as we believe to a third kit, it needs to have something different about it, and then we can grade them all overall. But I think you're 7 for home, 8 for away.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Robe, did we get your rating? Sorry, last but not least, and Chris as well. After
I can't count to 10. So I'll give. To be fair, I'll probably give the home shirt. Probably give 5.5. I just feel like if I wore that, I'd be in a leisure centre, like working in a leisure centre. And the away shirt,
British Empire.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking more of the fact of robe and working. You can't do that when you've got a prison sentence. So the only place you can work is in the washing room.
To be fair, Craig, I think you're doing a taxi shift, aren't you? So 5.5 for the home, and then I think the away shirt's 7. I think it's a solid 7 for the away. I do prefer the away to the home, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you have a good holiday, Craig, by the way, in Cyprus?
It was fantastic, and I tell you, it was great to sit in the bar on that first Saturday afternoon and meet up with a couple of Blues fans that were out there. Big shout out to Kev Bagnall. He was actually in my hotel, came across and had a chat with me. Shared a few beers, and then we spent the games in the bar. So.
And you both
it was nice to spend some time with families.
You both had no idea that you was going to see each other?
Absolutely no idea. It was like, so I'd gone out for 14 days and Kev was out there for 10. And it was surreal because it was like, as it is, you go abroad, you've got to get up early to put your sunbed and your towel down. So I'm there and I'm on the side of the pool. Just gone to the bar to get a drink, and over comes this guy. He's like, "Are you Craig from Tilton Talk?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm Kev. I've been on before. And then we just got chatting overall around the way that.
Was you drinking that stuff? Craig? Was you drinking this stuff?
Oh no, mate! It was Keo was that's it. The beer of choice. Very, very nice indeed. Or, of course, being all inclusive, you have to take advantage of the cocktail. So there wasn't a blue cocktail, so of course I had to drink that as well. But no, it was nice because it was weird. Everywhere you looked, obviously, being English, not in the football season, there's lots of people with football shirts. Going into the bars and seeing so many Blues fans was brilliant, and I think everybody shared the optimism as well. That was the other thing is that they're all seeing this season as the next step in that stepping stone to get us back to where we want to be. I asked for predictions of everybody.
Craig, you might want to switch off. Craig, you might want to switch off and come back on again. It's
pretty crackly, mate. Yeah,
you're cracking up, Craig.
You might not be doing any people favours watching us with headphones on either.
No, especially this one, very sensitive.
Those of our diehard viewers I'm not going to say from day one, but for a long time now, going back at least 7-8 years. Well, remember that we started to do something back in the days before COVID when we were in the studio, Chris, called Let's Get Shirty. Do you remember that, Chris?
Vaguely.
And what it was, now this season is going to be 39 episodes, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And what I want to do, every single episode, obviously, this is episode number 1. So I want us to vote for, between us and our viewers. Actually, if it's okay, the final say will be from our viewers. Whoever gets the most votes from our viewers will be the winner as long as someone's okay to count up the votes. Chris, can you do that? Is that all right?
Penny's ready?
Yeah. Or we can do it at the end of the show, obviously. But I want to know, and I want people to vote for the best player ever to play for Blues to wear the number 1. So we obviously know where they play position.
Yeah.
So who's our favourite ever goalkeeper to actually wear the number 1 shirt? So we can't say Joe Hart, obviously, or Ben Foster, because Joe Hart wore 25 and Ben Foster wore 26.
Ian Bennett for me.
Yeah, I was going to say Benno, surely.
Benno, yeah.
Mike Taylor? No?
Maybe, yeah.
Mike
think
Taylor,
I'd probably, yeah,
Mike,
probably
Taylor
go
had
Benno.
Mike Taylor had number 12 when he first signed, but then he went on to the number 1 shirt after that. So it's tough. It's tough between the two.
Well, I was going to say, Paul, as a little kid, one of my first heroes was David Seaman.
Okay.
So you could
So
argue.
did he wear number 1? Well, he would have worn number 1,
He
wouldn't
was
he?
back in
And then
84, 85, yeah.
He would have had to.
What about Tony Coton from Dave Twine? So get your votes in, viewers. Give us your votes on the show boxes, and we'll count up the winners at the end. We can obviously vote for our own as well.
Lee Cam.
I'm going James Beadle.
Oh yeah, I was going to say 25, but he's wearing 1 now, isn't he?
He's number 1 now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough for me between Benno and Mike Taylor. I'm not going to lie. I love them both.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I'll tell you who else I really liked as a kid as well, Martin Thomas.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah.
He was a good keeper, wasn't
he? Yeah. It's hard, isn't it?
Give that a think anyway as the show goes on. Yeah. Chris, have we got a who was on the bench?
We have. So a bit more thinking now. So who was on the bench?
Who?
Who was on the bench? Now we probably can all name the Carling Cup final people on the bench, couldn't we? That's quite easy.
Yeah.
Who was on the semi-final? Who was on the bench for the semi-final?
The second leg or the first leg?
Second leg.
The second leg at St Andrews. Yeah. Now I remember at half time he brought Zigic on. And that changed the game. So Zigic, he's won, isn't he?
Yeah, Mike Taylor.
Is that right, Chris? Zigic, yeah? He didn't
I'm
start.
not going to say yes. I'll tell you at the end.
Okay, I'm saying Zigic.
See if you can get all 4.
Mike Taylor.
There was only 4.
No, there was more than that. There was more than 4.
5.
Sure, there was 4.
5.
There was 7, I think.
No.
Yeah, didn't you get more for cup games?
Kevin Phillips.
Kevin Phillips was 1.
Taylor was Phillips, Taylor. Parnaby.
Zigic was 1.
Yeah.
Ziggy, Parnaby.
Jaranik.
Alexander Kleb was 1.
David Murphy. Possibly.
Jerome.
I think Jerome started.
Did Jerome start that night?
I think
John Beausejour played on the bench, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beausejour. Yeah.
Because we had 5.
He was a good player.
Yeah.
Beausejour really was.
Yeah.
I think there was 7.
He didn't. With Beausejour, he didn't jump ship, did he? He hung around for a bit.
Why have I only got 4?
Maybe it wasn't
Why have I only got 4 on the bench?
It could have been 5, didn't it?
I want to say
someone's put Fujimoto.
Oh yeah, Martin.
Okay. The 4 that I've got then. The 4 that I've got.
Go on, who've you got, Chris?
Yeah.
Have we said them all?
Kevin Phillips is 1, isn't he?
Yeah,
Kevin Phillips is 1. Yeah. And somebody said Mike Taylor, didn't they?
Mike Taylor, yeah.
Mike Taylor. What else did you say?
David Murphy.
No.
Nicola Zigic.
Parnaby.
No.
Parnaby.
Alexander.
Jaranik.
No. Alexander who?
Kleb.
Yes. One more.
Jean Beausejour.
No.
Didn't
Uranek.
I think I know who it is, but this is random. I don't think Gardner started, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
I'm saying there were 7 still.
There was 7. Sorry.
What about Matt? What about Matt?
Because Craig Gardner came on.
Oh, Matt Derbyshire, yeah.
Matt Derbyshire.
No, Murphy came on.
Derbyshire played. Zigic came on for Derbyshire.
Oh yeah, Zigic came on for Derbyshire. Yeah.
I knew Zigic should come off the bench because that's what changed.
I'm gonna go with Zigic. Beausejour,
Yeah.
David Murphy,
Yeah.
Mike Taylor, Kevin Phillips,
Yeah.
Alexander Klebb,
Yeah.
Keith Fahey.
Yeah. Spot on.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was going to say Fahey. Fahey started in the. Did he start in the final? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Fahey started in the final.
He started in the final. Yeah. He had the post, didn't he?
Well
And
done.
that, ladies and gents, was who was on the bench.
Yeah, who was on the bench? Okay.
I still reckon Parnaby was there.
Yeah.
And Yaronik, definitely.
Another question I've got is now the last time we won at Sheffield United on the opening day of the season in the league was obviously a Maxime Collin header, wasn't it? Under Lee Bowyer in 2021.
First game of the season, that was it?
Yeah, first game that was.
Yeah. I want to know who got the assist, who crossed it into him.
Oh man, yeah.
Magoma.
No, it was after Magoma.
No.
Magoma had gone by then.
Was it after?
Yeah.
Was it Parnaby?
He's on the bench.
Yeah. Keith Fahey.
Oh, was it? Was it Chong?
What year was it again?
2021, 2021-22 season, wasn't it? Yeah.
When Collins was headering the ball into the goal, remember?
Yeah.
Was it, I began with B.
Bella.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Bella.
Oh.
Because he had a shot, didn't he? Nearly go
Jeremy
in.
Bella.
Yeah, he was a good player, he was.
Yeah, he
I
was.
liked him.
I liked him.
Yeah. And that was who got the assist then?
And well done, Fraser Higgins, for getting that as well. Well done.
Yeah. We got any comments coming in on who the best player is to wear number 1 for us?
I'll have to go back on that. I don't think there's a.
Someone's put Jim Montgomery.
Yeah, I think
we've got Lee Camp, David Seaman, Tony Coton.
What about Dave Latchford, Chris? Was he number 1? Dave Latchford.
Well, he wasn't one. Yeah. Good goalkeeper. Yeah.
Gil Merrick. You got Gil Merrick there.
Oh wow.
Oh, Gil Merrick. Yeah, of course.
It's hard to say that, isn't it? Because obviously we didn't see him play. Craig, I'm just reintroducing Let's Get Shirty, which was a game we played. We started to try and play about 7 years ago before COVID. We did I think we did a couple, and then it obviously COVID hit, and we never got back to it. So 7 years on, I'm reintroducing Let's Get Shirty. This is show number 1 of the season. So I think it's number 1 of 39. So I want to know who the best player was to wear the episode number and the shirt number. So obviously we start with number 1.
Somebody's robbed Courtney's car.
It's called the reception's better when I get out of it.
No one would run a freewheeler.
Craig, you on the side of the
all
motorbike?
I'm saying is that I was worried because there was this person that looked like Robe that actually came next to me, and just on that. And before I go back to the shirt, by the way, the funniest thing is when we was out in Cyprus, the news came up, and it was around a guy who basically had got himself out of prison, and the picture came up on the screen. And the other half turned around and she's gone, oh my God, I thought it was Robe when I looked at it. And I'm going to have to dig out a picture because it really did look like Robe.
Yeah, oh no.
So, you know what I mean? So they know you ain't there as well, mate.
The thing is though, Craig, you're blatantly hitchhiking.
Yeah, you see, the thing was, I couldn't catch the flight home. So at the moment, I'm stuck in the middle of France and I'm just trying to get my way back.
So yeah, what do you reckon, Craig? Who's your favourite player in your life to have worn number 1?
God, it's a tough question, really. But I mean, I suppose one of the first players that I ever watched play, so Martin Thomas, was absolutely superb and epitomised what it was like to be a Birmingham fan. So he'd be up there for me, most definitely.
I thought you was going to say Gil Merrick then.
No. I'm not as old as Chris, so definitely not the case. I'm definitely not as old as Dennis.
Oh dear. I've got another little fun game as well. So, how many clubs do we think we can name that Stern John played for in his career? There's 17 of them.
What?
17 clubs that Stern John played for. So
Nottingham Forest.
I'll get. Oh, you got me. Yeah, Notts Forest. Yeah.
There's one.
Coventry.
Birmingham.
Coventry. There's
Coventry,
three, yeah.
Derby, Coventry, Columbus Crew, was it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Five.
Derby, right?
Rope, are you Googling?
Crew. No, I can't even spell Google, let alone use it.
Yeah, don't Google him. Don't Google him, obviously. That spoils the fun.
Southampton.
Columbus Crew, Derby. Derby?
Six.
You say Derby?
You said Derby.
You got Southampton.
Yeah, I got Southampton. That's 6.
Sunderland.
Oh, yes.
Sunderland, yep, 7.
Blues, Coventry, Sunderland, Derby.
Fraser Higgins' mum fancied Stern John as well, for the record.
Solihull Moors.
Yeah. 8.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Do you know, I didn't know that one about the Moors.
No.
That's a great show.
Didn't know that at all.
He didn't actually make a professional appearance for Solihull Moors in the league.
He signed up for them, though, didn't he? I remember.
He did. No, he did, yeah.
Forest and Coventry, says Fraser.
Yeah.
We got 8 now. We got 8.
Oh, right, okay.
Did you go to Leicester? Did you go to Leicester for a bit?
No.
Crystal Palace, he went to, didn't he?
Yeah, 9, yeah.
We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Quick question. When was the last time a display ad changed your mind? Now think about the last time a friend told you about something they loved. Different feeling, right? That's how podcast advertising works. A host who's built real trust with their audience talks about your brand in their own words, in their own voice. It doesn't interrupt the experience. It's part of it. With Acast, you can access the world's largest podcast marketplace. Choose the right shows, the right audiences, the right format. Then watch the data tell you it worked. You're not buying impressions. You're buying influence. Learn more by visiting acast.com/advertise.
You know, this is I'm just going sort of like left a bit, but this is a great one from Paul Hanson. Do you think Blues have had the most England international keepers? We've had a fair few.
God, yeah.
We have actually. That's a great shout, that is.
Yeah. Tony Coton.
Did Tony Coton play for England?
I think he did. I'll just have a look.
Obviously, David Seaman, Joe Hart.
Seaman.
Jack
Butland. Ben Foster, Jack Butland.
Obviously, Beadle's under 21s right now, isn't he?
Yeah. Gil Merritt played for
England.
Merritt?
No, Tony didn't. He didn't play for England. No.
Did he play, Chris? Did he play for England Bees?
Yes, he did play for England, and he was in the squad actually.
Yeah.
1993. So wow.
Yeah. So
still count that then, can't we?
Yeah, I suppose you can. Yeah.
So Stern John, are we out of clubs for Stern John now?
Oh, Norwich.
Ipswich.
Yes. Yeah. That's 10.
I was gonna
10. So how many there? 4.
7.
I want to say he started off.
Still got 7 clubs. Jesus.
I want to say he started off in low American league, like before it was the MLS. Well,
no,
maybe just the start.
At the start, he did. Yeah, he did play in America. At the
start. He played in New Orleans.
He did. Yeah.
I don't know what the team scored, but he played in New Orleans for sure.
I'll give you that though. New Orleans Riverboat Gamblers.
What?
That's what you call a mouthful. That's almost like saying Rose from Coventry.
Can you imagine the chant from the? Can you imagine the chant from the stand?
I was thinking the same.
Didn't he play for Southampton?
Yeah, we said that there. We said Southampton.
Oh, Ipswich as well.
Yeah.
We said Ipswich.
Got it.
Yeah. Did he play? I was wondering if he played for someone else in Europe.
I bet you there's not many players. I bet you there's not many players in the history of the game that have had more clubs than Stern John.
That's some going. That is 17.
Got more clubs than Tiger Woods, hasn't he?
Tiger Woods and Jim Furyk put together.
Kevin Phillips had a few, didn't he?
Yeah. If we like this game, we can do it every week.
I think he finished his career and then managed the same team, right? Just after. I don't know I don't know who it is, but I remember him going.
Did you?
You're definitely googling that. I'm sorry, Meredith. You're definitely googling.
Well,
No hands.
I haven't got my sunglasses on today. Look, I'm good. I mean,
And there you go from Dave Twine. Stern John at the moment is the St. Lucia manager.
Yeah.
He is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, international manager as well. Superb.
He scored 70. He scored 70 goals in 115 appearances for Trinidad and Tobago. That is phenomenal.
That's a brilliant record when you think about it, isn't it?
Do you reckon that's more than Dwight York did?
I reckon it is. Yeah,
it is.
There is a player,
Probably.
I have googled it, who has played for 51 clubs in 28 years.
Wow.
Who?
Abreu, Jefferson, Lewis, but it's unofficial. But then the other one has Uruguay, Sebastian Abreu played for the most professional clubs as he competed for 31 different sides.
Oh,
Claire, you're googling that.
I am, yeah. I've just said I'm googling it. I don't know at the top of my head. I didn't realise
That's
Sebastian
clever.
I'd be really impressed if she wasn't. You know.
I mean, do you take it that playing for 31 clubs makes you a decent player, or the absolute opposite? Because I'd probably go with the opposite.
Listen to
32
this.
different teams in 11 countries in 26 years. That's a lot, isn't it?
Mm.
You know, he scored that goal against. He scored that goal
It
against.
must smell.
But you remember when he scored the 2 at West Ham in the first Premier League away game, away win? That was some day.
Yeah. Listen to this. Dwight York. Sorry, Tal. Dwight York. 72 appearances. 72 appearances for Trinidad and Tobago. Dwight York. 19 goals.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. So he's only got 2 less goals for Trinidad and Tobago, Stern John, than Dwight York has appearances.
Good old Stern.
That's unbelievable.
Good player. Look at that one, Steve Claridge. Steve Claridge, 31 clubs.
Wow.
I'm not naming them.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder whether he had a bet on how many he could actually join for all of them. You know, he might have cashed in on that.
Yeah.
What a player, though.
Oh, brilliant.
Match player.
Great player.
Yeah.
He went on to manage Pompey, didn't he?
Pompey, yeah.
Yeah, for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So Stern John, Malta Carib Alcons is where he started. Carolina Dynamo, he went on to there in 1997, and then in 1997 again he went to New Orleans Riverboat Gamblers. Then on to Columbus Crew from 98 to 99. 99 he went to Nottingham Forest. And then obviously from 1999 to 2002 he was there, and then he came to the Mighty Blues between 02 and 04. We then sold him to Coventry. Then he went on loan from Coventry to Derby, then Derby to Sunderland, Southampton, Bristol City on loan while he was at Southampton, then Crystal Palace. So I don't think anybody said Crystal Palace.
Tom I did.
He went to Crystal Palace. And then he went on to Ipswich on loan, then North East Stars, and then Solihull Moors, and then Wazza FC, WASA, or however you pronounce that.
Is that Wayne Rooney's team?
Yeah, probably. and then Central FC is his final club. He went on to manage, as you say, Mark. That was like in 2017 to 2020. So yeah, not a bad career, was it really?
No.
And the goals he scored for us, most of them were massive, weren't they?
Great strike.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was one of our new little features. Who did they play for?
Like that.
Good one.
Yeah, you like that?
That's a toughie, that is, you know, because you can imagine that some of the players you can pull out, like that one, you just wouldn't have a clue. You know, but definitely one for the future.
Yeah. I don't suppose we have a who, do we, Chris? Is that replaced? I'm
going to alternate to a who next week and then go back to it on the bench. Yeah.
We're still doing the Barnett?
No, we're not doing the Barnett. They're a bit too... I take too much time to do and set up and so forth. So we'll see.
Come on, Robe. Did you not join the pre-show breakdown where you get all the different rules?
I thought Chris would have changed his mind halfway through.
That's strike one, that is. We can get rid of you once we get to strike 2. So if you can think of something, and then anybody that's listening, if you can think of something to catch Robe out, we can get rid of him. So please put the suggestions in.
But you've got a North Korean haircut all of a sudden. Kim Jong-un.
I think we were thinking of. I think we were thinking of people driving, watch potentially listening to the show as well. You know, so
Yeah, true.
you can't really have.
Yeah,
Barney.
just don't work. Doesn't
You
work.
can't really have Barney's on Spotify, can you? Or
Yeah, that's right.
music.
Just have Chris describing people's haircuts.
If anybody can let me know how the new format on YouTube looks as well, and Twitter X, because you can watch it now on your mobile without having to jiggle it around. So
No, another thing we like to do in the first show is obviously predictions on the season. So I just want to go around the room on where we think Blues are going to finish this season in the Championship. So Chris,
you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. So I want to know league. Give me the league position and our top goal scorer, not top goal scorer in the Championship, but our top goal scorer.
Our top goal scorer. Okay.
Watching as well. Give us your shouts on the shout boxes.
Oh, good. Okay, people are going to hate me. I think we'll get into the 8.
So we'll be 8.
I think we'll just get into the 8th. Yeah, okay. I'll go for 8th position, and I still think Stano will come good, but I'll go for Priska.
Priska's top goal scorer.
Yeah.
Okay, Tally.
I think it's already at this moment in time. The team we have now, I think we're anything from 10th to 8th. Yeah. Like Chris, I think we could just potentially be in the 8th position. If we get a couple of more additions, i.e. another a tenor and a left-sided player, and don't really let go of many players, obviously the rumours about Stano and people like that, I think that catapults us up to 6th to 4th. I really do. So if we're going with the team now, definitely I'd go 8th. And I think, not dissimilar to Chris, I think Priska's the out-and-out goal scorer this year, so I think he'll get the most goals overall.
Okay. Claire?
If he doesn't play Paddy Kunawater every week, he'll be 7th. That's because I believe we've got a couple more coming in. And yeah, hopefully we've got a goal scorer there. With who we've got at the moment, it's got to be Prisk, isn't it, really, as top goal scorer.
Yes.
Obviously, after the transfer window, it might be a different person, whoever we bring in, but I think Prisk at the moment.
Do we all trust them to make the signings that we need to make, get the right players in that we need?
I think at the moment,
we?
what's happening is I think with a lot of clubs, a lot of people are after the same people. So what's happening is the age is in the players' hands, isn't it? So the players are probably agreeing with a few clubs.
Yeah.
And then when they give the most money, it's like Gelhardt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blues are literally all over it. Hull come in, pay an extra couple of million. Right, he's going to there. So
yeah.
I hope we're not.
I think that was the Premier League, wasn't it?
Targets, and we're not aiming at targets 7, 8, 9, or 10. Do you mean?
Yeah. No, definitely. Mark Meredith.
Mark Meredith. Hello.
I'm here. Hello.
Oh.
Has the show started yet? I'm with Tally on it. I think 10 to 8th. I would love to be able to sneak in on the anywhere in the playoffs, but I think we'll be at the lower half, and it'll be interesting to play that wild card, wouldn't it, in the first one-off game, and then Prisk, I think, for the goal scorer.
Okay, Craig.
Yeah, I think I'm in line with everybody else. I think we can, based on what we've got at the moment, we can sneak I feel a 7th. But if we can get those couple of additions, then why can't we aim? And in fact, to say why can't we? We should be aiming for higher. I don't think there should be a team that isn't going for it. But I'll go with 7th with the current squad, and if we can get those couple of additions, then 5th, maybe 4th. And yeah, you've got to go with Prisk, haven't you? The way he's started, and I just feel as though he's bulked up a little bit. He's now used to the game a little bit more in this country, and I think he's one of these players that when he goes on a run, you're going to see him just being able to support us and get us where we need to be. So, current squad 7th with additions, 4th, and let's go with Prisk, the top goal scorer.
Okay, Robe?
I'm pretty much the same. I think we'll scrape into the top 8. Yeah, I think we'll come 8th. And again, I can't see past Prisk, to be honest. I think he'll get double figures easily. So yeah, I'm going to go 8th and then Prisk.
Okay.
I think he'll score 14. Don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have faith and say I think we can. I believe that we will sign the right players to improve us where we need improving, and I'm going to say 5th. I think we'll finish 5th, and I think Stano will be top goal scorer.
Yeah. It could still. It's early days. He could come good.
Yeah. I just think that we're so much better in important positions in the team than what we were last season, i.e. Solis and the improvement of Asai Samuel and the improvement of Neumann, I think will be massive for us this season because if they perform like that week in, week out, that's definitely a top 5, quality calibre of player, isn't it? There, and then like you say, if Priska can bag sort of double figures and Stano as well, then we could be on for a memorable season. To be honest, I don't think there's anybody overly majorly to worry about in this league. I know it's stronger than last season with the 3 that have come down compared to the 3 that went up, but I just think that Blues have always played better, haven't we, against better teams and not as well against the lesser teams, I'll call them.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though the likes of West Ham, Burnley, who really you haven't seen players be shipped out too much?
No.
Do you think before the window closes that you'll see changes in there? Because it's, I just think West Ham as an example, I can't see Bowen. As much as he loves the club and he's pledged his future, I just can't see him being there. I just think, there's going to be a Premier League club. They're going to want to snap him up. And look, he should really have gone out to the World Cup. So on that basis, dare we say he's too good for the Championship?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's too good for the Championship.
They've just brought in Joel Peru as well on loan, West Ham.
From Leeds.
So a target of ours has gone there.
I mean, they would be my bet for first. I think they will win it, and I think they'll win it by some distance. But then you have to say, obviously, the likes of Wolves and Burnley would probably be not too far behind. But then after that, I do honestly think that it can be anyone's from Millwall to us to Middlesbrough to Southampton. Even though they've had the points deducted, they'll probably make that up quickly. So yeah, I think it's wide open.
I think Borough are going to win it either.
Do you?
Yeah.
The money they've spent, they've had a massive injection of cash, obviously from the Morgan Rogers deal. But I think they were a decent team last year. They got a good manager, and I think they're going to win it. I think it'll be Wolves, potentially West Ham second, and I think everyone it's up for grabs everywhere else in the league. In the playoffs. There's loads of teams that are going to up and down over the season. It's just again for us. Think about it. If he changes the formation like he has done over the first 2 games we've seen so far, if we win 5 of our away games and get a couple of draws in there, and continue our home form, we're going to be up there anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what we were lacking last year. So he hasn't got to do a great deal.
No,
as regards to bring players in. We've got.
There's always one team in the league that is a shock to everybody, and I think if you take Coventry as last season, right? Their season was based on consistency.
Yeah.
So if you get a team that starts off and look, they go on an unbeaten run, they don't have to win every single game. It's about just maintaining the levels that they need to do to get the results to get you over the line. So there's always as well a team that can do that. And if we can just take a snippet of our our home form into the away form, there's no reason why we couldn't be that consistent team. And I'm not saying we'll finish top 2 because I just think there are stronger teams in the league. However, you never say never. And look, who knows? We're only 1 game in and we're all talking about who's going to win the league. But look at it this way. There wasn't anybody over the weekend that really stood out, was there? So, and I know it's the first game of the season, but look.
QPR. That was a shock, wasn't it? QPR.
I think this season.
And Charlton.
I think this season at St Andrews, because the 3 clubs coming down are bigger than the 3 clubs that went up, I honestly think that at St Andrews the atmosphere is going to go up quite a few more decibels against West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves, obviously. So I think last season we lost at home to Hull, we drew with Ipswich, and we beat Coventry. So there was 4 points out of a possible 9. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring here now and say I think we'll get more than that against these 3 teams that have come down compared to the 3 that went up. That will make a difference, because I just think there will be the 12th man more so than what we were against them 3 teams I've just said that went up.
That's got to start on Saturday as well. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to say, even though it's a silly 12:30 start, I am expecting a raucous atmosphere on Saturday. I just think it's that first game of the season. Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's show people what we can do.
We had that stupid red card as well, didn't we, to Robinson against Hull at home as well, if you remember.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And then Ipswich at home, we were robbed because Kyogo scored a perfectly good goal as well. So, yeah, I'd like to think that we'll do better against the 3 that have come down compared to the 3 that went up this season. Okay.
Just very quickly, who's going down?
Lincoln.
Probably Lincoln.
Lincoln, I was going to say Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln's definitely in there.
I think Preston.
Preston are going to struggle, definitely.
Yeah, maybe they've struggled to get people in, and they seem to have struggled during pre-season as well.
I think QPR, even though they won their opening game, I think QPR will suffer. Yeah,
Charlton are the other one for me. I think will struggle.
Charlton, yeah.
I think Cardiff, Lincoln,
and Charlton,
and possibly. Don't know about Charlton. It's hard to pick the 3rd one. I'm not sure on the 3rd one, really.
What about Pompey?
Portsmouth, I think.
I was going to say Portsmouth, yeah. Portsmouth.
I'll go with that, yeah. Portsmouth, Cardiff,
Blackburn,
and Lincoln. Blackburn are good.
They'll be fine with Tony Mowbray.
Yeah, Tony Mowbray.
Blackburn will be mid-table, I think.
Yeah. I've made my decision on the number 1. I think my favourite ever number one is Mike Taylor. That's my decision. Sorry, Mark Meredith. Go on, mate.
I was going to say Cardiff play Wrexham now, don't they?
Oh yeah,
Cardiff play Wrexham now, don't they?
Yeah. Okay, so let's go around the room then. Finally, to wrap up the show with our predictions for Saturday's game at home to Bristol City. I'll start us off. I think we will win the game 2-0. Chris?
You pinch my. I'm going for 2-0 as well.
Tally?
2-1. I think we'll concede.
Claire?
I'm going to go for it. 3-0.
Go on.
Go on, Claire.
Mark Meredith?
I'm going 1-0. Bird. First home game against his old club.
Okay, yeah. I like you. Where are you going with that?
I can't help it.
Rob?
I'm going to go 2-1. I think we'll win. I think we'll get 3 points on the board. 2-1.
Craig?
I'm the same as Claire, actually. I just feel as though we're going to hit the ground running, so I fancy us for a 3-0. But I will say, I do also agree. I think Bird, if he starts, he's gonna score. Bring it on. And in fact, if anybody's listening, have a look at what the odds are. 3-0, Bird to score first.
He's got to replace Pake, so you've got no chance.
Oh, do you know what? There's a lot of people that are talking about that at the moment and are actually saying that they believe that he could start the game over Pake. Now, if that happens, that sets out the stall. But like you say, Claire, there is the favourites. We've always said it, and this is an opportunity for Mr. Davies to turn around and go, do you know what? No, I haven't got my favourites. I'm going to play the best players.
I honestly think that we could even have a new player in the squad for Saturday as well. So see what happens. But
does anybody believe that we could do a Stano and end up with Osman as a permanent signing come the end of the window?
Nah. Don't think we got the money. My personal opinion, I don't think the money's there.
No,
because as much as you said earlier on how much we've spent so far, Tom Wagner reminded us in the open house that these free transfers and the loans, they all form part of the budget they spend. So there's a chunk of money that's gone to Fry, gone to Beadle, who's the other loan we brought in? We brought another loan in, haven't we?
No, just one. Just Beadle.
Well, no, it's just one loan so far.
Yeah.
But, there's a chunk of money. So we probably we're upwards of about 18 million so far. And we spent a lot of money in January. Yeah. And it's but we're seeing it now. August Priest, Vicente, Solis. I know we never bought him, but he's part of that 18 million.
Yeah.
There's some good players there that we've invested the money in. So I don't see a marquee signing as such, like they say, like we did with Jay. But I can see a bit of business, a couple of loans.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And, Coventry did it. If you look at Coventry's squad last season, they didn't really spend too much in the windows to actually bolster that squad. They just bought in a couple of players, maintained the level of consistency, like I said earlier, and then just that's what took them over the line. And perhaps that January window where everybody was like, we don't know about these players. As you said, Tally, they are beginning to stand out now, and if that's the case, let's build on it. Let's take it forwards and add to the positions where we need to strengthen. Not just that, we need to create a bit of competition in these areas as well. The Pakes, the Iwatas, they shouldn't be number one on the list each time. They should be having people that are fighting for those positions. And if we can do it, and if it's loans, if it's permanent signings, great. But if it's loans, let's not fall in love with them unless, of course, we've got the good olds. Look, we're going to have you on loan. Prove to us what you can do, and if we get promoted, we buy you, and go through it at that level.
Yeah. Right then, so that has been our first episode done and dusted of the Tilton Talk show of the new season. We seem to have lost Mr. Robe, so if anyone can put his voice on for me, then make your best effort. But it's obviously thank you everyone for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already done so on YouTube, etc. So it's good night from me, and it's good night from Claire Wheeldon.
It's good night from me, and it's a good night from Tally.
Thanks, Claire. It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from all the way in the States, Mr. Mark Meredith.
Thanks, Tally. Good night from me. Keep right on, guys. And then out in the parking lot, Mr. Craig Courtney.
And it's a good night from me, and I'll say it on his behalf. It's a good night for Mr. Robe and Cell 33.
Good night, everyone. Keep it on.
And it's over to Chris Browne.
Yeah. Headering over to me.
Yeah,
just 1-0 Wrexham.
We just forgot the guy who basically produces the show.
He just presses the buttons. We don't care about him really.
1-0 Wrexham, 2 minutes.
Good night, everybody. Come on.
Just keep it right on. We have gotta keep right on. We gotta keep right on to the end.
Here's a tip for you. There's a podcast out there with fans waiting to be your next customer. They tune in every week, they trust the host, and that host wants to talk about brands like yours in their own words to their audience. The problem is, you just haven't been introduced yet. We're Acast, where that introduction happens. As the world's largest podcast marketplace, we let you browse shows, see who's listening, and book host-read sponsorships or run your own ads all from one platform. Transparent pricing, real-time data, complete control. Start advertising on podcasts by visiting acast.com/advertise.